You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Hello, you degenerate fucks, and welcome to The Degenerate Gambler. It is Thursday, the 17th of September, and we're just going to discuss, the weekend's fixtures and a wee bit about the bet that I did this week, and obviously my nap of the week, Sunday's bets, and a quick look ahead to next week's football. So, before I go into this week's selections and teams of fancy for this week, anybody who follows me on social media will see I did a rolling bet that was from Monday to tonight. I had Chelsea on Monday. I had two teams on Tuesday. Who were the two teams on Tuesday? Let's see. I had Newcastle and Villa on Tuesday, and then Southampton last night. And it was all going well until Southampton. Now, Southampton put out a basically full-strength team at home against Brentford, a team from the league below, and they were beat 2-0, conceding 2 goals in around about the 40th minute and 44th minute. I mean, honest to God, 8-11 at home. You never heard the like of it. But anyway, so that beat my bet. The other two teams, as I say, were tonight is Brighton and Wolves. Brighton are at home to Portsmouth, and Wolves are at home to Stoke. So we'll see how they go. But that does bring me on to say something. When any of you do a bet that maybe goes over a few days, or at least has different times of the match starts, if the bet's beat, say on an early game or whatever, do you root for one of your other teams to get beat so that it's not just being beaten by one team on your bet, or do you not really care, or whatever? For me, I'll be hoping tonight that at least one of these two teams doesn't win, because that will piss me right off that any at the 11 at home has let me down. But I say, if you have any answers to that, or you want to put forward your opinion, as I say, contact me on social media. The links for both Instagram and Twitter will be in the description of this episode. So anyway, I'll move on to my picks that I'm looking at for the weekend. Mostly all teams to win, but there is one over 2.5. So we'll just get straight into it. So my over 2.5 is Leeds, and Leeds they play Fulham. I'm not sure, are they at home? Let me just double check that, I forgot. The Leeds are at home against Fulham, and it's 10-11 for over 2.5. It's pretty good odds. Next is Norwich, 4-5 at home to Preston. Norwich seem to have started well. They won their opening game of the season, didn't it? And they also, they lost against Luton, but they won against Huddersfield there in the EFL. No, they beat. No, I was wrong. They lost against Luton in the EFL. They beat Huddersfield. Sorry, apologies. Next is Hull at home to Crewe Alexandra. So yep, they play Crewe at home. Hull have made a pretty decent start. They won their league match. They drew last night with Leeds, a team from 2 leagues above. So they're 9-10, which is a reasonable price. Next, I have Tranmere, who are home to Cheltenham, and they're 11-8. Tranmere, a team that I fancy this year, so I might be a bit biased there with picking them, but it's a team, as I said, had good form towards the end of last season. Now they drew their first game, but they're at home, reasonable price, 11-8 at home to anybody. It's a good price. Salford are away at Grimsby. and they're 5-4. Another one from League Two, Exeter. They're home to Port Vale, 5-4. That's a hard game, but Exeter in that league are probably the bigger team. I think they finished higher last season. Probably it's a tight match, but it's one of the ones I would definitely consider. Another one, Dundee United play St Mirren. Again, Dundee have Lawrence Shanklin's been back. Those two teams are pretty much 7 points each, and Dundee is at home. So, with the striker coming back who scores goals, they're basically beside each other in the league. Yeah, but I could be tainted there as well because I have backed them to finish top 6. But anyway, moving on, a view of one or two from Europe here. So Dortmund's first game of the season, they're home to Gladbach, and they're 3-5. That's worth a bet. Not the best price in the world, but still worth a bet. Another one is Roma. Roma are away to Verona. I think that's what you call them. And they're evens. Another one's a bit dodgy. Not a consistent team, but Fiorentina home 5-6 to Torino. And then Villarreal are home to Eibar, and they're 5-4 as well. So that's about 10. I'll make my selections from that over the next day or so. But that's 10 that I would say have a good chance of winning. So, from that, I've picked my nap of the week, which is Roma away to Verona, even money. Looking at the previous fixtures in the two teams, Roma have won the last 4, home and away, 2 home, 2 away, and they've won both. They've won all 4. So, for me, worth being in my nap of the week. The next one of the nap of the week is the first thing that I read out, which was Leeds and Fulham be over 2.5. That is 10-11. So when you add the two together, it comes out about 3.8 to 1. Sorry, 2.8 to 1. Alright, so you're profiting 30 quid if you put a tenner on. So 3 to 1. So you're getting 40 back, but you're profiting 30. And just in the Leeds game, obviously there's no form to speak of, but in the first match of the season, Leeds scored 3, conceded 4 against Liverpool, and Fulham conceded 3 against Arsenal. And the last 2 meetings from the two teams have both been over 2.5. So, as I said before, with both teams to score and overs bets, at the start of the season, there's no form, there's nothing to pick from other than maybe historically the team score goals, or they're known for both teams to score. But that Leeds match, I think from anybody who watched any of the fixtures or even the highlights from the games, both teams concede chances. Leeds press, Fulham were terrible at the back, so I could see that being game being 2-1, 3-1 to Leeds. So I would think over 2.5 at 10-11 is a good price. So going on from that, just anybody who has any picks, any naps, anything they fancy for the weekend, please do send them forward. Send me screenshots of your bets or whatever, and I'll certainly post them on social media. And then I'll move on to Sunday. This is just a quick look. I haven't in depth, but just teams that jumped out were Spurs are away at Southampton. They're 5-4. That could be at both teams to score as well, which is, I think it's around 4-5. Both of them teams will somehow find a way to lose because they're both shite. Leicester at home to Burnley, 3-5. Good price. Leicester got a good win. Burnley haven't played a game yet, so maybe a wee bit behind as far as fitness and stuff. Stoke at home to Bristol City. Stoke at home. They were, I think, evens. Yeah, evens. Then Portsmouth away to Rochdale. I think that was around about evensy too. Rangers away to Hibs is 4-9. Not a brilliant price, but for Rangers who haven't conceded a goal in their first opening 8 games, they have a good chance of winning that. Aberdeen again, a team who I looked at last week and didn't pick, but they're actually at home to Motherwell, who are bottom of the league, and they're 4-5. It's not bad. Real Madrid away to Sociedad are 5-7. So that was 6 or 7 just jumped out. Obviously, I'll have to have a better look at it before I went and put my money on. And then I had a quick look into midweek, and it's still not the best midweeks. There's not a lot going on as far as full fixture lists. So on Tuesday there was 8 EFL matches. Yeah, there's a load of FA Cup like the early rounds of FA Cup, and there was 3 Champions League qualifiers. On Wednesday, I don't think there was much at all. Let me double check Wednesday. 5 EFL Cup, 3 Champions League. So for me, it may be another rolling bet. Something that is worth betting on maybe is the Super Cup. I'm nearly sure is on Thursday, and that is Seville versus Bayern Munich. I'm almost certain that is Thursday. Or is it Wednesday? But it's definitely midweek anyway. So that I didn't get prices on that, but I mean that's a game worth betting on. It's a game even for a wee bet builder or one of those type of bets where you can just bet on the single match and just sit and enjoy basically. But yeah, hopefully in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever. There's no international break coming up, but hopefully we start getting back to where midweek, there's enough games to do at least one or two bets during the week. As I say, this week there wasn't really much point. It was hard to pick a bet because there wasn't that much on. So like I did that rolling bet. It's something I would do from time to time if there's not a lot on. I'll probably do the same next week. And that's basically it for now. In the next couple of weeks I'll be talking about other subjects, bet syndicates, other types of bets, handicap betting, things like that. Just things that the average gambler does. Do's and don'ts of betting. Just certain things like that. I'll add we small sections into the podcast just to discuss and to hear feedback from people listening to see, do they follow the do's and don'ts? Do they belong to a bet syndicate, or do they even know what bet syndicates are, or do they have things with their friends where they maybe do a bet every week where 2 or 3 of them put a few pound in together and get a bet, just all these things. I say I'm going to bring them up in the next couple of episodes. But so that's it for now. As I say, I'll post my main bet probably on Friday morning once I've narrowed down the teams, and then I will post probably my other smaller bets. I'm sticking with the 3 draws for £3, even though I never got any up last week. I'll post those on Saturday or so. So yeah, that's basically it. So it just leaves me to say good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.